Let's run it.
We're running it.
We're running it.
We're running it.
The Human Torch
we're back.
was denied a bank
Yeah,
loan.
the Human Torch was denied a bank loan. Unique New York. We're back after House of the Dragon penultimate.
We're working the
episode.
late shift.
We're working
tonight.
the late shift.
Yeah.
I'm the only idiot that has to work tomorrow, but I'm working from home.
Have fun, idiot.
Yeah, penultimate episode, House of the Dragon, and then we're gonna get into some Spidey talk after that.
Okay.
Who wants to kick it off? Because I have something I immediately want to say.
Well, didn't we do last time you starting, then me, then you, like the levels?
Yeah.
Let's kick it
Share
off.
your
that
thoughts,
way.
idiot.
Let's
All right.
kick it off that way.
Can you get in a little bit more? Maybe you should.
Dude, I'm in.
You're in?
I think I'm in.
All right.
On your lap?
So do you like? I don't want to skip to the end of the episode, but I've got a problem. I've got a problem.
All right. If your problem's at the end of the episode, maybe we should start off at the beginning of the episode.
You got something to say about the beginning, Tommy?
Let's see. The beginning of the episode.
The beginning of the episode, it started off with the dreams.
Right. So we had back-to-back dreams, basically, to start off the episode.
Mm-hmm.
I said I kind of liked how it was cool that they're, like, painting Helena as, like, the dreamer.
Very cool that they're doing that.
Almost like Daenerys, however you say her name.
Yes.
They never say her name, but the original Targaryen, the reason that they escaped the Doom and went to Dragonstone in the first place was because she had a dream about it.
About the destruction of Valyria.
Destruction, yeah. So kind of cool that they're using that for Helena. But yeah, they opened up with that. Then it opened up with the Aemond and his mother scene, which
Who looks like Bo Burnham?
Who?
Aemond looks like Bo Burnham.
He does look a little like him.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a very strange scene. Coop. Daddy.
Coop has been wanting
Coop's been
to be involved
Coop,
in
we
the
just
podcast
watched House of the
recently.
Dragon.
He is named
Coop
that.
couldn't watch it.
What do you have to say for yourself?
What do you have to say for yourself, Coop? Oh, here
Coop's
here
on-
he is.
Coop's
All
on
right,
the
Coop's on the
podcast.
pod.
Okay. Yeah, so basically that's how it opened. We had that weird scene with Aemond and his mom, which turned out to be Alice Rivers.
Yes.
And yeah, I mean, I don't know. To go from there, let's see. What if you got one big
So let's
thing?
get into it. Dream bodies. Did it count? Did it not? Does him having sex with his mom, did it count? It was a dream,
does it
but
count?
it felt real.
Yeah.
It felt
Does it
real
count?
for us as viewers, where it was like, this
Yes.
is really weird to watch.
That was rough to watch.
And we were talking about before the episode where like it says adult content, but like we weren't sure if it always says adult content.
Right.
So we were like, is this gonna be it? Is this gonna be it? Like,
Is their version of an adult content a mother banging their son? That's their version of it?
I guess so. I think I would have to imagine that it says adult content before all the episodes.
That's what I thought.
I don't know. I'm not sure, but either way, strange scene.
Yeah.
Strange.
Let's just wrap it up to that.
Yeah.
But then we did see Alice Rivers almost turn into a jealous girlfriend this
Right.
episode, which
She did turn into a jealous girlfriend.
I don't know, like, how much I loved that. That was a little, I don't know, like, I feel like she's been playing a bigger game than just like the I want you to myself type of thing.
Right.
However, she was warning him that his mom was there for nefarious purposes,
Right.
Mhm, good word.
Awesome.
if you will.
Right.
And she was right.
And she was right.
That's basically what she said to him at the end. Like, you're an idiot.
You're an
Like,
idiot.
you're an idiot. Like,
Yeah.
you should have just listened to me. You didn't want to. You're in love with your mother. Like,
Yeah.
way too much trust in her. She's clearly here for a different reason.
Talk about mommy issues.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no. So then she slipped away. So at the beginning of the episode, once
Slipped
again,
up something and
was
slipped
very
away.
interesting. You know what I loved about the beginning of the episode too? The Rhaenyra conversation to Helena in the beginning of the episode felt
right.
like at first you saw like who Rhaenyra was. Like she was like talking to her, trying to be nice to her, and you got that vibe of like, oh man, okay. And then you see like what she's becoming at the end of the conversation,
Or
as
almost,
she
like,
is just starts losing her shit.
right.
Like, tell
or
me
almost
what's
like
going
who
on.
she really is.
Exactly
Like you
who she
said,
is now.
like she's masking who she really is. And that's the first part of the conversation.
Right.
And then at the end, you're like, no, she's losing it. And everything's falling down around her. And she's trying to cling onto something. And I feel like she's seen that Helena's dreams or visions have at least come true in the past, that she's worried.
She's like, tell me I'm awesome.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah.
Tell me I'm awesome.
Yeah. It was almost like
I think that they've done a really good job throughout the season of gradually showing Rhaenyra not like just losing her grip
Yes.
on what her job really is as queen.
Yeah.
Because immediately when she gets there, she's not doing well. In episode 3, they do that really cool episode of her just kind of dealing with everything in King's Landing, and then
or not dealing with anything.
or not dealing with anything. And the death of her son Jace, she's just been on a downward spiral.
Yeah, she's trending down.
And then in this episode, she finds out that Rhaena was the rider of Sheep Stealer, and Damon has to do some damage control with the old ball and chain.
Being a little more ball than chain.
Yeah. A little bit more ball than chain lately.
That scene with the dragons facing off was like one
Really
of the
cool.
best scenes, I think, of the entire show. So
Well, we
really
were
cool.
just kind of. It was. I was definitely the most intense
Yes.
scene where you were like, "What's gonna happen?" Like something could have went seriously wrong at any moment in that
I
scene.
thought Rhaena was about to get pieced up.
You had 4 dragons barking at each other.
Yes.
That's a scene like in a movie theater. It would have
Yeah.
been nuts. Like the noises.
Like
of
we
them
said,
just-
$30 million scene right there.
Yeah.
Right,
it's
yeah. And
crazy.
I think the coolest part about the scene wasn't the actual fight. It was like the confrontation in the beginning. Like them trying to like calm their dragons down.
Yeah.
That was like some of the coolest shit
And it
I've
was
seen.
actually, speaking of that, cool to see how Damon had such control over Caraxes
Oh, yeah.
and his dragon and the bond that they had.
Oh, yeah.
As
Oh,
opposed
yeah.
to like Sheep Stealer and Rhaena having like nothing. So he didn't listen to a word. But even Cyrax, I guess, wasn't listening as like Damon and Caraxes' bond. Like they
Yeah.
have been going for a long time. They've
Yes.
been through some shit.
Started
They've
cuddling.
been through some battles. Yes,
yeah,
he
they're
started
awesome.
cuddling with him at the end,
they
waking
started
him up,
cuddling with each
get him a
other.
nudge. Yeah, I think that their bond is probably the strongest out of anybody. Because where is Vagar?
I don't know.
Oh,
How
yeah,
can't
I
they
don't
find
know.
him?
Yeah.
Where
Like
is he?
he's huge.
Yeah, where is
Where
he?
could he be hiding? That
Right.
he's that big and he's
He's
just
like a little bit fat.
yeah. He's
out of
old.
He's
shape.
got a gut.
He's got his
He's
shape.
just too old. He is old.
God, he's like CC Sabathia.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a little
like Shaq.
CC.
Yeah, he's like Shaq on the Celtics.
Yeah, he's like gold. Yeah, he's the big shamrock.
Yeah. Literally, dude. He's just got a gut flying around. He's like,
He's
oh.
like, I
Yeah.
guess I'll go to another battle. I've been doing this for 100 years already.
I know. And
Leave me alone.
might I add, the black team losing dragons. Well, not losing,
Oh.
but Spitfire. I don't know, but definitely wrong.
Spitfire. Like it's a
Spin
band?
zone?
Like
Yeah.
it's a
Wait,
band?
what'd you
Wait,
say?
who's Rhaenyra's dragon?
I don't know. I just was a little thrown off. We just started off by screaming the black team. I didn't know what you were
the black
talking
team. They're the
about.
blacks, right?
The greens versus the blacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So go on. They lost.
Who's Rhaenyra's dragon?
What's the name of
Yeah,
Sunfire?
yeah. Sunfire.
No, Rhaenyra is Cyrax.
Yeah, so almost lost Cyrax here. It got
Yes.
really close. I thought
Yeah.
that like he got bit in the neck.
He did. He was
Yeah.
smaller. He was scrappy.
Yeah, he was
was
scrappy.
He was scrappy.
But so Aemond last episode gets the dragon eggs. They just got Ulf the fuck. I'm not gonna curse. I don't want to curse. The dummy, Ulf the dummy's on Team Green now.
Right.
So it's like the numbers are
Yes,
starting to
yeah,
flip.
the numbers are starting to flip a little. It's starting to look like a problem that Rhaenyra recruited all these commoners
Yes.
Yeah.
or to try to get on the dragons. And speaking of Jace, he warned her, like, don't want to do this. Like, this is what separates us from the lower people.
Right.
Like, is we are, and like I said, in their eyes, they should be gods because of these dragons are these beasts that can do all this shit and like they can control them. But if anyone could do it, then all of a sudden starts looking like, well, they're not that great. And like, if they're not that great, why do we really have to listen to them?
Right.
Yeah, and great point by Aemond talking to Alicent. He's like, you got a bunch of commoners riding dragons over there,
Yeah.
like just dishonoring the house.
Exactly. So
And I
not
said,
only is
bar.
it, yeah,
That's a bar.
yeah, not only is it dishonoring the house, so like Rhaenyra, like we were saying, could be making like a mockery of the Targaryen name.
Yeah.
Because not only is she doing that, but she originally, by having bastard sons and doing this whole charade in the first place, she's. I don't know. It's not good.
It's not looking good
No.
for old Emma Darcy.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
No, and we had a lot of White Worm this episode, who I'm not sure what to make of her character. They clearly wanted to make this episode like a kind of a big episode for her, but
Yeah, she had a lot of screen time.
I'm not really sure what got
I mean,
accomplished.
she's gonna die soon. Sometimes that means you're
Is
gonna
White
die.
Worm the witch?
No, sorry. The White
no.
Worm. So I was gonna say, I don't know if people know what I'm talking about, but the
certainly
girl that's
don't.
with Rhaenyra.
The girl that made out with Rhaenyra.
Oh.
At the end, yes. Rhaenyra's.
She kind of talks like Uhtred. Bro.
I don't think you should
Yeah.
do that.
Can you make out with me?
It's like, what do you think their thought process was going in for that accent? Like,
Yeah, what would like
Just
they-
do
Is that her
some-
actual accent?
just do something so jarring to
Yeah,
someone's
yeah.
ears that it's like, we get it. She's from
Yeah.
somewhere else. Like, I don't know. 'cause-
Damon is an asshole.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. There's no way that woman talks like that. in real
Right.
life.
I don't
Yeah.
think anyone has that accent in real life.
That's
Right?
what I'm saying. Yeah.
Or are we just
And we had a
offending an
disagree-
entire nation?
Yes.
We
Sorry
had a
to
disagreement
whichever
during the
nation.
episode. You think that she's in love with Rhaenyra.
I do.
Well, me and Tommy think that she's doing a power play.
Yeah. I don't.
I think she wants Rhaenyra's ear for sure, but I think she's in love with her too.
If I know one thing about Game of Thrones and House of Dragon, love doesn't really exist, and it's all about trying to get power.
I think she loved her, and that's what
yes and no.
that's what the commenter
There's
was
some
saying to
love.
her too. She was like, "You're just like." You just are here because you want Rhaenyra, like you want to please
Well,
Rhaenyra.
she was
No, I
saying you
actually-
are here because you want power. That's what she was saying.
But she was also saying you want to please Rhaenyra. Like she was like, "What are you going to do to change? Like you're not making change. You just want to be here so you can whisper into the queen's ear. You're not actually making decisions."
I think you're proving
for
our
us.
point right now.
I think.
No,
yeah.
not.
I kind of think.
No, not.
There hasn't been too many times I've been on Tom's side, like fully.
There you go.
But I kind of think I am on this one.
Let's go.
I
Because
think she's in love with her.
The Toms.
the Toms. I think that
It's your first team up.
she.
yeah, we're usually not on the same side. There we go, buddy.
Feels
Come
good.
on.
I think the T squared here, our point that we're trying to make is she. Yeah, no, I don't think she's in love with her. Where it's like, you really think that to the point where if Rhaenyra said to her, "Let's run off together and leave all of this stuff behind, just me and you," like she'd be down with that?
I think she would.
I don't know. I think that what that woman was saying to her, who, by the way, I don't know if we missed that, but who was
I think she was just representing
just
poor
the
people.
poor, yeah.
Flea bottom.
Just
We need to,
imagine the cast to go like, you're gonna have to represent Flea Bottom.
Yeah,
in a nutshell.
Flea Bottom.
Kind of.
By the way, they were gonna make a show, Flea Bottom, and they canceled it. All they literally were like, they were like, it was a show that Game of Thrones was gonna make, and it was gonna be just based on a common family in Flea Bottom. And then I think they realized they're like, I
make
don't
it
think,
Modern Family.
Yeah, or like
I don't think anyone's gonna give a shit about this show.
like Keeping Up with the Targaryens.
Yeah, literally.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
but
my mic.
what? Oh, I'm
mic.
sorry.
But
But yeah,
the numbers are turning.
But you guys agree? You think she wants power?
Yeah, you
That's
see
the
how
main
you see
point
how
here.
powerful we can be when we team up.
I
This
think
isn't
that
good.
she wants power, and I think that conversation was, the woman who was representing the Flea Bottom was basically saying to her, "Do you really still have all the poor people's interest in mind while you're dressed in a silk gown,
Right.
standing in the throne room?"
No, I agree with that. I'm not trying to. I also don't not agree with what you guys are saying. So that's what's difficult about my point. I think she does want power, but I think she also has got some feelings for Rhaenyra. Maybe love is too strong of a word. I think she, like, because she has a ton of power right now. What would be the main purpose of making out with her right
because
now? She can't be with her.
Yeah, but she's
like in the
making out with
public
her.
eye.
She's. I'm trying to not say something super inappropriate. She's making out with her
All
to
right, then
like get in her ear.
I was gonna. Okay, so I don't know what you were gonna say, but I was gonna say that she's. I feel like at the end of the episode, you could even see like Rhaenyra's face change when like she's tried to start seducing her, where it was like in her mind, she's like, the only way I get this girl to listen to me is when I show her a ton of affection and start saying she's the greatest and put out for her. I don't know,
Yeah, that's
for
what I was
lack
gonna
of a
throw.
better
We can
word.
believe this is she's throwing ass.
Yeah.
Throwing ass, bro.
Basically. I mean,
I just want to believe that love is real, man, and I just want to believe
Yeah,
too
and
that
you love Alan and Captain America.
I love Alan.
that's what you want to believe.
So I want to believe love is real, man. And I think
Wake
she's
up.
just-
Wake up,
World's
you're
a
watching
terrible
House
place.
of the Dragon. Yeah.
But that was clearly what they were trying to show. She was like, yeah, like when she's gone, I'll just be queen. Just tried to throw that in there. And the flea bottom representative was like, what?
Yeah, right.
What?
Right. Yeah. Like,
Sorry?
how does this work? Where
sorry?
now you're just the queen?
She's like, yeah, no, I'll just
However-
sit here. And when you guys want to come ask something, I'll just be Rhaenyra.
However, I get and then we could talk about her small council meetings just being
atrocious.
a circus
Yep.
now. They're terrible.
Atrocious.
And for the love of God, can someone help out the
Balls of
hand
Fury
of the
guy?
coin?
The master of coin?
Master of coin. Hand of the coin.
Balls
Yeah,
of Fury
Balls.
guy
Like,
is
he's
like-
losing his face.
He's
Like,
yeah.
I'm taking crazy pills. He's like, I'm clearly talking to you, Rhaenyra.
Yeah.
And she just looks right through him and doesn't answer him. And he's like, what the hell is going on
Yeah.
here?
Yeah, that's hysterical.
That was a good scene where he sat there. It's like, I feel like you're putting me here just to blame me.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like,
Which was
yeah.
their plan. Which literally was
Pretty
their
much,
plan.
brother.
It looks right at Ormond. Not Ormond. Yeah, Ormond.
No, not
Not
Ormond.
Ormond. It's Orwell. Orwell.
Grand Maester Orwell.
Grand Maester. He
had no ST this
had
episode.
0 words this episode.
No.
He went over. He had a big game last week.
Those must
He
be
did.
those must be the best days on set when they're just like you could just like you just gotta
there.
sit there.
I don't think so. You don't think the actor's like looking at the script and Orwell's being like,
No, I think that
I'm not scheming this ep.
Yeah,
They're
I'm
like,
not
all right,
talking.
we're paying you however much money, and for this episode,
Here's
you
10
don't-
grand.
Yeah, here's
Sit
if
in this
you were-
chair for 8 hours straight.
Yeah.
So
Fuck
I guess
yeah.
this kind of not off top. So if you were an actor
Mm-hmm.
and I was paying you $10 million
Mm-hmm.
to be in a movie, like you would rather just do nothing in the entire
no,
movie.
just for a day
Good point.
maybe.
That's a good point.
He's
would
had
you-
one
day off,
episode.
a day
One
off.
episode, he's got a day off. You know what I mean? You can't be
Nah.
there. He's Grandmaster Orwell. You want him on screen that much?
No, I don't think so. But I think as the actor,
As
he'd
the
rather-
actor, he's
I
saying
think
he'd
as
rather
the
speak
actor-
than not speak.
I think
Well,
as
as
the
the
actor,
actor-
he would hope Grandmaster Orwell slays a dragon.
Sometimes.
No, you're right.
Not
I think
everyone,
you're right, Tom.
not everyone could slay a dragon. He's not slaying any dragons.
Just say, hey,
you're right, Tommy.
don't say.
Oh,
Never
you
say
got
Back
the
against
book.
you.
Never say never.
Back against you.
Yes,
The book.
yes.
Yeah, that's
Back
just
against
like
you.
that.
Now.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Yeah, not on my side.
Sides are.
Yeah.
Can I talk about what I didn't like?
No one's stopping you
All right.
except this microphone.
So it was cool. It was very cool how they did this. Like, what's Aegon's dragon's name, bro?
Sunfire.
Spitfire.
That's Sunfire.
That's
Aegon's
Sunfire.
dragon.
Okay. So Sunfire is alive.
Spitfire.
Spitfire.
Spoiler alert. Sunfire is alive.
Right.
Killed that whole squad.
That was a very quick spoiler alert.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Pause.
Yeah.
Sunfire is alive. And that's where, like, the book people, when they're like, oh, it's not in the book. Well, that's dumb, and it was in the book. So, George R.R. Martin.
Oh, you thought that was dumb that the dragon was still alive?
Yeah, how could they fell from the sky? He's got half a face.
Yeah.
You're telling me that you could fall from a plane.
But I'm not a dragon.
Yeah,
and
where's
Aegon.
You're saying Aegon being alive is like dumb.
Well, like, one of them has to be dead.
Well, they're both.
One of them.
They're both severely
yeah.
Yeah,
disfigured,
okay.
and I guess
But they should be dead. And right when he was alive, I was
mean,
like, all right, that was cool because, like, he just burned a bunch of people.
it's hard in like a fantasy show or movie to pick holes in people should be dead or not.
Watch me.
Right,
We're
right.
in a show where a guy like literally came back to life.
Yeah,
Right.
but
7
okay.
times.
So here's my thing is like, so Jon Snow came back to life, but there was like a plot that led up to that.
What about Beric Dondarrion?
Yeah, but he's talking Beric.
Oh well, his character, he's got like a certain amount of lives. You know what I mean? Like Aegon literally fell essentially out of a plane. And was just like, my face is a little fucked up. I'm good.
You
Let's
didn't-
walk around.
This is definitely coming from the guy who admitted he doesn't remember last season very much.
Right.
I don't remember that, but I
they
remember him
spent-
and
dude, they
fucking
spent-
Spitfire
right.
falling from the sky.
Spitfire.
Well, him and Spitfire fell from the sky in episode like 4, and they spent the next 5 episodes of him in a bed,
Yeah.
in pain, barely able to move.
Yeah,
so it's not
he
like
shouldn't
it
be
was,
in pain. He should be sleeping forever.
He should be at least in this chair.
He should be, he
himself,
should
like,
not
in a
be able
power
to
chair.
like walk around.
All right. Anyway,
I thought that's
next
really
point.
stupid. I think
But
that's really
I
stupid.
think Tommy again has a good point where it's like it's a fantasy show.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I don't
but a
think it's
fantasy
that
show,
like
like,
that's
far
not where-
beyond the belief.
like if this
I
was
think it
in
is.
like, you know,
Like you think that's too much?
like
yes,
a-
because at least like the guy, so
Why?
Beric Dondarrion, like in a fantasy show, it's established that he has a certain amount of lives.
No,
Jon Snow,
you keep saying that too. He doesn't have a. He's not like a
Yeah,
cat.
yeah, I
Well,
don't-
he doesn't have a
doesn't he have-
certain amount of
Yes, he
lives.
did,
This
didn't
is
he?
It was.
Mario.
It was his. What was his priest name?
well, because you're
Thoros of
Thoros.
Myr. Thoros of Myr was his priest. So when Thoros died, he was the one bringing him back. There's the only
Okay,
reason
so
Beric
yeah,
didn't get
so
brought
there's a
back
plot-
again. He didn't have like. He wasn't like a cat. He had 9
there
lives.
was there wasn't
But there was a plot like surrounding him
no.
as to why
Well,
he kept
right.
coming back to life.
And is there not like
No, what? How are they alive? How is Aegon and Sunfire alive?
But I don't know. Like it's they just. I
But
don't
like how
understand.
like he survived it.
Yeah,
that's
like,
why
it's
he's
just-
alive.
he
He
survived.
He should
survived
not
it.
have. That's like it's dumb. That's dumb. Let's
Like
move
he was on
It's
the back of a
stupid.
dragon. Sunfire could have. We didn't see the complete fall to the ground.
Yeah.
What if he was like
if he
slowed
clipped-
down a
if he
little bit? They
clipped
didn't
10
fall
trees,
as hard. He's on a dragon.
If he clipped
So that's
10
like if like
trees,
Tomlin. That's like if they're like remember Tomlin fucking killed himself.
that
He
is
jumped
not
out?
the same thing. at
No,
all.
Why?
it is not. He's
He
on the
jumped
back of
from
a dragon.
He jumped from a high place.
Yeah, but not
first
on a
of all,
dragon.
The dragon.
Bro, it doesn't matter. You would be.
Yeah, but if the
splattered.
dragon, first of all, it was like a plane going down. This is crazy how we're arguing.
So you think
this.
if you
It's
laid on,
crazy.
if,
But
if
it's
you
like
laid
a-
on top of a plane, then
Yeah, it's like
that's gonna
people
break the
survive a
fall?
plane crash.
Who survives plane crashes?
People do.
People have
People
survived.
have.
Oh no way.
Like,
That's
it's
a great
there,
point.
There you go. I was
Check.
there.
That's a
great
great
point.
point,
Great
Tommy.
point.
Check.
Great point.
No.
I need a fact check on that.
That
What,
people
people
have
have
survived the plane
From
crash.
from all the way in the air, not like the bullshit plane crashes
Yeah.
that happen on the tarmac.
Yes. I
don't
can
believe-
pull
we
up
gotta
a
get a
video
fact
right
check.
now of a girl that survived 14 days in the Amazon
Sully.
rainforest.
Tom
based off
Hanks
of-
put a plane down in the Hudson.
Yeah,
and
but
nobody
that
died.
was he did that. That was because of pure skill.
He put a plane down in the Hudson.
That's because Sully has the chops.
Tom Hanks did it too.
Yeah, Tom Hanks had to do it for real. He put him in a plane.
Yeah, they used no
He said, all right,
CGI.
All right,
for
Tom,
it.
we're
They
not
go,
using it. We're not using a stunt double. You're landing this thing in the
Just
Hudson.
get up there.
Yeah,
You want
All right?
you want to experience Sully?
Yeah.
Experience
Yeah.
Sully.
Yeah, you're going method this week, all right? And smack them on the ass. No Sims either.
Okay.
They just said,
Yeah.
all right, buddy.
So now that we've established that dying in a fantasy world should just be practical every single time.
Yeah,
No, that's not what I said, but okay. Not what I said. But
we're
let's keep
taking
going.
the. I'm taking.
Dragon,
we're taking
Dragon
the win on
broke
that.
his fall.
We're taking the win
Yeah.
on that.
Oh yeah. The dragon broke his fall from
We're taking the win.
And the trees.
a mile in the air.
We're taking the win.
Taking the win.
right,
Can't
whatever.
I get what you're saying, but you can't. I don't think you could really poke too many holes
Yeah.
sometimes.
That's a hole I'm gonna poke.
Well, anyway, so
Anyway.
Sunfire back.
Anyway.
Yes, I
Sunfire's
was biting
back.
my tongue on that.
Sunfire's back. He's got half a
Remember
face.
So that
that.
happened. That happens in the book.
That
Didn't
happens in
eat
the
or
book.
do anything for like a month and just woke
a
up
dragon.
and started killing people.
Not in the way, I will say, not in the way that scene where that just played out like
Yes.
that in the woods. That is not.
So what happened in the book? Do you remember?
I do, and it's just I can't say anymore because
'Cause
it
it's a
actually
spoiler.
does. Like there, it just zip. Just stop.
'Cause
Hopefully
it's a
it's
spoiler.
less stupid than the show. It was cool.
What do you
though.
mean? Like
It was cool, though.
It's
Listen, I'm all for dragons burning people. I'm all for watching that. That's all I have to say about that.
Really? That's
Yeah,
it?
that's
That
it.
was your point?
Like when I
That's
watched
what
it,
you
I was
just
like,
took
"Oh, this
time
is
to
fun."
say?
As a dumb guy watching a show, I was like, "This is awesome," but as my brain was like, kind of stupid. Aegon was like giving his whole speech too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I thought
it-
his speech was pretty cool.
I don't. Yeah, I see what you're saying. With I didn't. Well, I mean, as a TV watcher, yeah, like the fact that when he starts giving his speech, all of a sudden, Sunfire
Showed up just
came
in
out
time.
from
Yeah.
the background. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't love how. Yeah, like Aegon. It's not even like Aegon knew he was coming. Like he just came from the back, and Aegon's like, "There's Sunfire," you know, like where
That's the new Game of Thrones that we have to deal with.
Right.
Last second saves.
Which,
Well-
by the way, George R. R. Martin would probably be defending you, and
Yeah, so-
and he
right, so
hated
it'd
things
be
like that.
me and George.
that's where Game of Thrones started to do more in the later
like
seasons.
So you're telling me
like
it's
the last second,
like,
like
I forget what
the Hollywood trope of like they're
Yeah.
about to break in the door to get John, and then the wildling showed up.
you know
last
what
second.
that's
It's like,
called. I can't. I'm not. I'm gonna butcher how
Oh,
it's pronounced.
Ex Machina? Yeah,
Do
yeah.
Ex Machina. Yeah,
Love that
whatever.
movie.
That's what that is.
That's what that is.
So you're
That's what
telling
that
me
is.
it's me and George versus you two?
No, I agree with
That's what
you.
you
with,
just said?
No, I agree with the.
I think
I
George
don't
would
like
have
the
your
last.
back. I'll say
although,
Thanks,
how,
George.
But he's a hater.
I knew me and George were
although
always
let me
boys.
ask the two of you, during that scene before Sunfire came back, did you really think that Aegon was going to die there?
I didn't know what was going to
I
happen.
wasn't
Like,
sure
what
yet.
did you think was
I wasn't
gonna
sure if he was about to get like Kristen Cold.
You thought that possibly was
Or
going to
like
happen?
I didn't know if they were going to take him and bring him to Rhaenyra. Like I
I thought
honestly
that was
wasn't
probably
sure.
the most likely outcome, that he was going to pussy out.
I thought for a second
then
that he was
what?
going to
And
pussy
then
out
like
too.
they were just going to take him.
I
and
thought,
like bend the knee to Rhaenyra.
I
and just,
actually
like, let him
thought
go.
at that moment he was just going to give up Lannister and just be like I here I found Tywin Lannister, like take mercy
Yeah.
on me and almost do something.
And then I
like,
called it.
sneaky.
And then I called it. And I also called Ulf turning
What
on
did-
them because I'm him.
Did Ulf turn though?
Yeah, he fully turned. He's dumb and he likes to drink. And
What if he's just
Ormond-
saying yes?
And
Come
where
on.
was Hugh?
Ulf?
Got to play devil's advocate sometimes.
Where was Hugh?
Where was Hugh? Still getting yelled at by his
he's
wife.
getting in an argument with his wife.
Getting an ears full from his
Yeah.
wife still about being gone.
Guys, I'm a little late. I'm in an argument with my wife.
Yeah.
You guys, yeah. I'm a
Oh, we
dragon.
should talk about a little bit about Aemon though. Like he got poisoned a little bit. And he's...
Well, so we did. We were
Oh
saying
yeah,
that.
we did do that. We did talk.
Yeah,
about
we touched on that a little bit because I was just, I honestly,
obviously gonna survive.
in my opinion,
Hashtag
I
House
think
of
with a
Dragon
couple of
King
these characters, like specifically Allison, the White Worm as well, like they don't really know what to do with these characters right now.
Yeah.
And they're kind of giving them storylines that aren't in the book. Because I feel like, I don't know, like,
Yeah,
you
no,
know what
I
I
know
mean?
what you're
Like,
saying.
I
I know what
don't-
you're saying.
Like, I feel like, especially with the White Worm, I can't remember. It's like some with.
I also don't know her name at all.
It's not Masande.
Oh, White Worm, bro.
White Worm.
Is that her name?
Let's call her White Worm.
That's what. Yeah, that's her.
All right.
In like the
call her
way
White Worm, bro.
she
Yeah.
does. Again, yeah. Like I don't want to be the book versus the show.
Yeah.
But I guess what she did in the books is just so much different than the show. Like she never showed up at Dragonstone. So like once they already did that last season, now I feel like they took their step out of the book at that point that they had to keep coming up with stuff for her.
How much time? Oh, that's gonna go off any minute. Can you just check? We should probably sign off. We're about to.
Do you want to give a House of the Dragon sign off? Have we gone for a half hour already? Yeah, we're about to. We have 30 seconds.
All right.
How about ratings? Ratings out of 10.
Ratings out of 10. I
For
give it
that
a 7.8.
For
Eight.
no,
Eight.
I'm
Eight.
giving it an
Eight.
8.5.
8.
8.5.
Hurry.
8-1.
8. I'll give it an 8.
The dragon scene alone, 8.5.
Yeah, that was really cool.
That was like
Although-
of the scenes in the season.
Actually,
I got 2 mics right
seeing that again. Yeah.
You know, that was very cool.
Hold on. To tee Joe up. This is our
Team me up.
This is our Marvel guy, our Marvel expert, the guy that's been in the trenches for the past
Feige's
15
nephew.
years, and then in the past 5 really been in the trenches, having to fight people off tooth and nail that have been done with Marvel.
6 years.
And he's been sitting next to someone talking right now, me, that has been very down on Marvel.
Yes.
So this guy
I'm here.
has been with it.
I've been through it all. Like, I haven't stopped.
It has not
There
stopped.
was never a time
I've been
where I
with-
stopped.
Never a top.
I've been with you.
We're not sure about this guy.
But, like,
this
I've
guy's
been
very
stopped
vocal.
watching.
everywhere.
But Joe has been vocal. He's been online. He's been putting out videos. He made one from his
I made a
room
video
that
on Daily
said-
Joe. Shout out Daily Joe.
that said,
That was like
Never
never
stop.
give up on Marvel with the motivational music in the background. Like I was like, we
All right.
we are here. So
all
with
that
that
being
being said,
Spider-Man drops.
Spider-Man, brand new day, which I've been waiting for so long because this was the. You want to talk about penultimate? This is the penultimate before Doomsday. So like this is like our episode 7. Like Marvel's been putting together these amazing projects specifically over the last 2 years and building to like this is one of our best solo projects before we're getting another Avengers movie here. So Brand New Day needed to be great, and in my opinion, I don't know either of yours yet. I thought it was great. I thought it was airtight. I thought it was Tom Holland's best performance as Spider-Man. The additions of John Bernthal and Sadie Sink were just both so airtight. We got Mark Ruffalo's real Savage Hulk. I'm just going to touch upon a few of the main things. And with all of those aspects in the movie, with just Zendaya and Jacob, it's actually his real name, Ned and MJ, I loved everything that played through that movie. I wanted to feel the pain of him not being able to be with them. I didn't want this to be a one movie fix where we go in and like they were going to remember him and then they were going to help him at the end of the movie. That was the one thing going in. I was like, please God, don't do this. Like I want to feel the ripple effects from No Way Home. Like I don't want them to be fixed right away. I want like a long journey for that to be fixed.
Right.
So the fact that it wrapped up and it kind of is still up in the air about what's going on, I just thought the movie from beginning to end was unbelievable. And I don't know what you guys thought.
You want me to go?
Yeah, sure.
I agree with almost everything you say. I really, really like the movie. I thought it was really good. Don't know if airtight is the word I'd use because it's a little long, but I loved it.
The length.
I loved it. I loved everything about it. I loved how he was sad. The soundtrack was incredible. Loser by Tame Impala when he's going to the party and he's like, I was like, oh, this is groovy.
Action's airtight too. By
Action's airtight. We
Some
already
of the
knew
best
that.
action.
We already knew that.
which
going
I
in.
knew. Destin.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Destin Daniel Cretton.
Dustin Daniel Cretton.
Destin.
Destin. He put
Who
on.
did Shang-Chi. Absolute
He
beast.
put on. Does this make you feel any differently about Shang-Chi? You know what? Let's not get into it. Let's not get into it. But
Overall.
I really love the movie overall. And like I never read. I was never like a comic book reader growing up. But like the shots of him fighting, like in the beginning, like I was like, oh, that is comic booky. You know what I mean? Like when he's fighting Scorpion in the beginning.
Yeah.
The guy who's got him, I don't know who that villain is. The guy
I
who's
will-
holding him
yeah.
over the.
I will say something here is I did when I got home was looking up like videos because I thought, you know, in that initial montage of him kicking a bunch of super villains ass in a row, I was like, oh, you know, I could have liked to see a little more of that. I did see, however, that each one of those almost like freeze frame shots they do is a legitimate old cover of a Spider-Man.
Cool as hell.
So that's
and
really
like it was
cool.
so colorful.
That's Destin.
It was so colorful. It was really good. I really enjoyed that. I loved sad Tom Holland. I loved him coming to grips with him being alone. John Bernthal in the movie. The dumb guy
Never
yell.
missed.
Bro, when he was yelling, shooting a Hulk with his machine gun, I literally went, I literally laughed in the theater as loud as possible. People are probably like, why is he laughing? He's literally just Rambo. Like, he's Rambo. He's just Sylvester Stallone.
Right.
Like, he's just an idiot.
He just does
he's
his
incredible.
side angle eye talk like this, and
Everything that Tom Holland.
This is how you're gonna talk to me. And come on,
It's like, you fucking...
everything Tom Holland says,
yeah.
he goes, It's so incredible. And you might think
I'm
that's
a better
criticism.
father than you, Rick.
Yeah. You might think that's a criticism, but it's not because I'm all the way in on that.
He's never missed, Bernthal.
Hysterical, bro.
He's never missed, Bernthal.
All right.
And him waving at the end when he's acting as Spider-Man, it was so good,
Yeah.
bro. He
In
is
the
just a
window.
perfect Punisher.
Yeah, he's the best.
He's like
one of the best
perfect
castings
casting
ever.
as Punisher.
Nobody, I don't think, could do it like
So
that.
we're really here to hear what you think. That's why.
Yeah, so
why
what
we're really
so
here.
what did you... I just want to get... What was your letterbox score?
I told you I haven't been up on my letterbox, but it
What
would
do
be
you
a
think?
4. It would be a 4.
Okay. I put
Is it okay
mine's a
with
4.5.
It would
but
be a 4.
is fine.
Yeah.
3.5 is not high enough.
Let's see what Tommy has to say here.
So, going into this movie, I thought that this was actually, it felt kind of slept upon to me because I feel like I remember so much hype around when the third one came out.
Right.
No Way Home. When No Way Home came out, I was like, remember the trailer like broke the internet and hearing about that. So I just remember you've been talking about Doomsday for a while, and it's like, oh, I forgot about Spider-Man was even coming out. I really like how the third one ended with the whole everyone's going to forget Peter Parker. So I was interested to see how this one was going to be. I didn't know anything going into it. That being said, I think there's a lot of parts of this movie that I liked, and then there's the parts that I don't like are the exact parts that I've been complaining about about Marvel
Of course.
for the past couple years. And that's basically to say that the movie in itself couldn't just be like its own movie without having to set up more and more stuff. Like, whereas I guess the main, like if I'm gonna go, I don't know, if I'm gonna go see like a superhero movie, I guess in that movie, like the main villain, like I didn't know who the villain was gonna be, right?
Right.
And I didn't know anything about Sadie Sink. I didn't know anything about Jean Grey. Actually, none of that going into it about like that would possibly be in this. So
Right.
when the like villain started and I saw like it, like what it had this power to like what transferring the bodies, right? I thought that was awesome. I was like, this is cool. Like
So
this is
cool.
like a different, like, whoa, this is like a mind kind of fuck villain or whatever. Like not like a physically superior. I'm like, okay. And then as it was going the whole time, back to what I was saying, this when they were transferring all the bodies and stuff,
Yes.
I thought that was cool. So then when we found out that the quote unquote like villain the whole time was actually was it
Jean Grey?
Jean Grey, and that it was almost Mr. Millicek from
Right.
Severance.
Tremel Tillman. Shout
Right.
out Tremel Tillman.
Being the villain, I guess, the whole time. It almost, and we didn't find that out till like the last
Half hour,
minute
maybe 40 minutes.
of the movie that he, or like
Maybe there's 20 minutes left or something.
Yeah, 20 minutes, 15
No,
minutes
I
left.
feel like it was longer than
I
that.
thought it was like a half hour.
Yeah, it had to be at least a half hour.
But I guess to say as
Damn, Mike.
I don't know what the.
It sounds like you don't know why you don't like it.
No, I
Exactly.
do
There's
know why.
no reason
I
to
didn't say I
nitpick.
don't like it. You know, I gave it a 4 on Letterboxd.
That's an incredible
There you go.
rating from him.
There you go.
By the way,
There
a
you
4
go.
from him is like a 4.5
I
for
didn't,
me.
There you go.
I didn't interpret it as like
I'm just trying to like I can't. You guys said all the positive stuff about it. Like I
No.
all that's,
I got
like
you.
so like I will say this: all of like the Spider-Man like action shots immediately looked like different and
So
stuff
good.
that I've never seen before, which was cool. And it looked like again where it looked kind of like I mean I saw Shang-Chi once, but I would assume it had a lot of martial arts
Oh,
techniques
so
to it.
cool, bro.
So
good.
that's what I saw incorporated a lot into this one.
Especially with the hand.
Right. And like,
yo, they were so cool, bro.
Awesome.
right. So I thought that even just him swinging through the city, like, I thought one of the coolest was when he was leaving the party depressed and just swinging through the city, like, in the rain and just like letting go and falling down and then just grabbing the, like, that was so cool. Some
So
of those
cool.
shots. And like, so it was interesting to hear you say that though about MJ and Ned,
Yeah.
and how you did not want it like quickly resolved in
Yes.
this movie. So I was the opposite coming out.
Whoa.
Where I was like, wow, I was waiting 5 years to kind of find out how he's gonna figure out how to get them to remember him and all this. And then I kind of went into this movie like wanting a resolution to that, and then to get like almost like, why were they even in the movie? Like, nothing got resolved between him or in the two of them. Like,
I think
throughout
that
the
there was a
entire
resolution,
movie.
but it was just
I
really
think
sad.
their part in the movie was so good, though. I thought
feel-
they were played like such a great role in the movie. Like,
but what is, I don't like, and then like for me, that last scene of then Ned kind of like them doing the handshake there, and that being the last scene of the movie, like that pissed me off.
Really?
Like,
Power
that
of the bro
pissed
shake.
me off.
I love
because
that scene.
I did too, but I was like, so now we're gonna have to wait again to find out how did he just remember him right there?
Can I
I love
ahead,
that.
talk.
I love that.
can I take this?
Sure.
This is when the T's go at
There
each
we go.
other.
I love
Let's
this.
hear it.
This is when the Tommies go at each other. So you said that there was, you were mad that you felt like there was no resolution. I would argue that there was a resolution, and Zendaya, and we're gonna pronounce it right this time, so the people don't get mad at us. Zendaya said to him, like, Peter, like, the spell worked. Like, I don't love you. I don't remember who you are. And I would understand for Spider-Man fans who are like, that's such an integral part of the story is MJ and Peter, like, falling in love and being together in the end. I would understand that, not even a criticism, but like for fans, like you want to see them get back together.
Right.
But the resolution of this story is that he had to make everyone forget who he was, and Zendaya expressed that during that scene. And also, power of the bro shake at the end. Like, yeah, I don't think you have to wait. I think Ned remembers who he is. And there is a little part of Ned, now we know, that has some sort of supernatural ability.
So
because of Doctor Strange. Let me go
You're
off
getting
for a
me
second.
bricked up.
Yeah, yo,
Is
I'm
that-
bricked up.
is
You're
that-
getting me bricked.
Is that the part of Ned that you think that remembers though? The part that has
I don't
the
know.
super
Like, that's
powers?
not me. That's not confirmed. Like, I don't know. But
Okay.
like, he had that thing last in No Way Home where he's opening
I know that.
portals.
I know
So
that.
he's got a little something to him.
Yeah.
And I think that might be in the comics, if I'm not mistaken.
There's a little
But-
more to Ned. Yeah.
There's a little more than Ned than meets the eye.
Right.
Um,
Another point too, really quickly too, is that
You're getting me bricked.
no, that got me jacked to oblivion. And also another point of it too is some people think when Sadie Sink like took control of
like
everyone's
she did
minds,
some pretty bad shit there.
like
are they just
Zendaya,
gonna let
you
her
saw
do that?
a tear
though?
roll down her face. Like there was
Yeah.
like something that like it's not like, oh, she did that and they remember, but like something did that, like where it like she messed with people's brains, like snapped things, broke things that can't be reversed.
Yeah.
So if there was a spell in there, like maybe it slipped through the cracks a little bit.
So let me
and
ask-
Ned doing the shake got him to it, because we know for a fact that Hulk, which I thought was one of the
Yes,
sickest scenes
so
ever.
cool.
He was like, something's wrong. He was like, something just snapped in my brain,
Yeah.
and then he turned into
So
the Savage Hulk. Which
when
was
he
so
said
sick.
when he said he was never able to like control, the Hulk's urges, and that's why he created that thing, right? What was his explanation in Endgame when he made Professor Hulk?
So I think he found out how to like balance, the two entities, and he was like both of them when he was Professor Hulk. But
This goes back to Age of Ultron when he's like, "That's the thing. I'm always angry."
you
So
think
like,
it's-
that's a little bit true.
you think
from
it's-
the,
If
from
you mean
the
the
other
original
team?
Avengers
Do you
movie.
think it's
Oh
like?
yeah, I'm sorry.
Do you think it's like retconning it or no?
I think a little bit of retcon, because everybody wants Savage Hulk back, so they had to find
yeah.
a way to bring back Hulk.
yeah.
No one wanted Professor Hulk. Everyone,
No,
that's
I
like
know.
one of the worst parts about Endgame. Everyone
exactly
was livid about it.
Yeah, and I that's that and Fat Thor were two of my biggest.
I didn't mind Fat Thor as much.
Fat Thor.
Fat Thor would have been awesome until like the last battle if he somehow just became Fit Thor
Right.
again when he did that move, and instead of just doing his hairdo, if it became just his whole body for that last battle, that would have been dope. Because
That would have been cool. That would have been a little
him
bit
in
cool.
Infinity War is the coolest character in the world.
Yeah.
When he's bring me Thanos.
Well, really quickly, just to touch more on Hulk. People say in Infinity War that would have been a cool way to get Savage Hulk back when he
Right.
snaps his fingers and uses the gauntlet. Like
Okay.
it like fucking snaps something in him, and it like
Or in
and then
Endgame.
in the last fight you have the
in
Savage
Endgame.
Hulk back
Yes.
in Endgame.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I mean they kind
They
of
could have done both of them
heard
right
that,
there.
and they used Jean Grey in this movie to snap him back to
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
so
was-
that's where I thought that scene was awesome. But again, I guess they just like they use that to do exactly what you just said, kind of
Right.
like fix the Hulk. Because why was the Hulk then in this movie otherwise? Like,
I thought it was cool Peter going to him.
Yeah.
Because he knew like Bruce was the
No,
only
not
guy to
Bruce,
like
but
go.
the Hulk.
Right, the Hulk, exactly.
other
I
than
really liked Bruce's
which again,
involvement.
like
in
I
the movie.
like seeing as a viewer, just as a movie viewer, like it was a really cool action scene. But
Sounds like my grievance with House of the Dragon. Cool, but it was dumb.
What was dumb in Marvel?
No, I'm saying he's making the same point I made about House of the Dragon at the end of House of the Dragon. Where it's like cool as a viewer, but like kind of stupid.
or just like what did it add to the story? Like I would argue that's different. Like the dragon, like in Sunfire, like Sunfire needed to be there to burn. Like those people would not have been dead if Sunfire wasn't there. Like,
Well, I think that
the
part
whole
of the
fighting.
Well, I think
didn't
Spider-Man, like when he has a purpose to go see Dr. Banner to find out about how to suppress the bad parts of like the genetic mutations. So, like Jean Grey can see other people's minds. So after he goes to see Dr. Banner, she's like, "Oh, this is a perfect guy to fucking get involved," and because like he's super strong. So like.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and don't get me wrong. Like I
Am I going
did
off
like
a
the
little
You're
movie.
kind of snapping.
I
cooking right
liked
now.
the movie.
You're snapping.
I
Yeah,
liked
which
the
is great.
movie.
4 stars is a
I'm
great
trying
rating
to
for you.
find just
No, I think
a
that there
little
were,
bit of devil's advocate.
I think
here,
you got-
where I
you
don't
gotta.
think it's. I don't know. Like it is cool to see this type of Spider-Man in the MCU, like the, kind of broke apart,
his
having an
own.
apartment
Yep.
on his own. Like I thought that was a little nod to the Sam Raimi Neighbor when they just showed the one girl say like hi to him when he was getting to his apartment
Right.
in this one, right? The blonde
Yes.
girl.
Yeah.
I felt like it was a little almost like a nod to that girl from the second
That's a
one.
good point. Yo, can we talk about also Hulk remembering Peter too?
That scene was so awesome.
and I
bro.
feel like that also makes sense because like
and that happens
when
in the comics.
Doctor Strange,
by the way.
when Doctor Strange
Yes.
does his spell,
Not on the
it's
Hulk.
like Hulk is not
No.
there.
Banner got
Yeah,
affected.
yeah.
Hulk didn't get affected.
Yeah,
Right.
so like I was kind of like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yes.
That was cool.
So in the comics, that's an exact thing that happens where no one remembers who Peter Parker is, and the only one who does is Hulk.
How about that?
That was pretty sweet. Yeah, no, I thought
So that
was,
scene I thought was so cool because again, I
guess-
didn't want to fall into the.
So do you think then? So by the end, you think Ned remembered, but MJ didn't, or you think because earlier in the movie, before Jean Grey did that, that's when MJ didn't remember Peter, but then Jean Grey did whatever she did, and that's when Ned remembered Peter. That if, say, MJ was sitting next to Ned in that last scene, she might have remembered Peter.
Right, I think so.
Do you think something happened now that? But then again, Ned did not remember Peter right away.
right, no, he didn't.
So
It wasn't until the handshake that something. So that's why there's. That's what's also cool about the ending is on the internet. People are having these same conversations,
Well,
and it's leading to discussing a Nolan ending, like Inception. Like, were they dreaming? Were they not? Like, people are really debating either way whether he remembered, whether he just heard the name from being because he knew MJ accidentally slipped to him that Peter is Spider-Man. So when he said to Ned that his
He's
name
like,
is
"Be careful,
Peter,
Peter."
Yeah.
and then it just took him a second, and then it snapped to him like, oh, this is Spider-Man. Oh, I remember him. So
Yeah.
there's a debate on.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I
'cause
like
was gonna
that.
Does he
say-
remember him, or did it just did he catch that Peter is Spider-Man? Because
I don't think Marvel's like that. I think he remembered him.
I want to believe that he remembered him too.
Well,
I actually don't even think that people should be debating that. I think Marvel
Again, this is
isn't
the obsession
like
thing.
that.
The obsession thing. No, I absolutely
What?
think they're like that. I absolutely think they're like that.
I don't think that. I think that
You think no one's like that except who? Like, why do you think no one's like that?
No. I just feel like in terms of progressing the plot, like Ned needs to remember who.
What is Ned gonna do in fucking Doomsday? What do you mean progressing the plot?
wait, but what? Like what happened? What happened?
What is fat
I don't know,
Ned
but
gonna
I
do?
feel
in
like-
fucking.
I don't know. I just feel
happened to
like
MJ's
like he remembers who he is. Huh?
What about MJ's boyfriend?
Loser.
By the way.
Literal nerd.
It's funny that I think everyone subconsciously, when he came on the screen, you're like, "Fuck this guy."
That's like when you hear like the local.
I have to tell you the audience story of when I went to go see it in the theater.
Okay.
And I don't know if anyone else had this experience or not, but some of these audiences, they've got to step up their game like they've seen a movie before.
I love the audiences when they're a
Did
little
you-
rowdy.
And maybe did you believe for 1 second when MJ started kissing Peter that it was
7
real?
minutes. I did for a second.
Oh
I
my
did.
God.
Dude,
really?
I did.
I did
But then
for a
you start
second.
to, by the
Yeah.
end, you're like, fuck.
Oh man, me and my brother both looked at each other.
Of course.
When it was happening, and I was just like, "This is way too good to be true." Like,
Well,
this is
no,
way
I think
too-
no, I think
So
the kiss
then-
is when
no.
everybody turned their head.
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
But in the beginning, their conversation,
Oh,
you were
no,
thinking,
no.
Yeah.
I'm talking about when they kissed.
Yes,
People
but-
in the audience.
No, when they kissed, I was like,
no, everyone was like, no, trust me. I thought that was still a really cool little twist, though, because
Yeah,
you
yeah.
didn't figure it out till the kiss.
Yes.
Well, when I'm
you
saying
didn't know.
no, when they kissed though, you knew.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they didn't show it yet. But you knew.
You knew,
Yeah, yeah.
right? I'm talking about my audience did not know. They were cheering and clapping.
Wow.
Like it was the.
And then they were like, no.
Yeah, I look at Andrew. I'm like, these people are about to be in for some bad news.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, 30 seconds later, they all went no, and I went, come on, people! Like we gotta be better than that. Like that was bad.
No,
it was
so I
bad.
figured it out when they kissed, but when they swung there and they were talking to each
No,
other,
I
I
That's
was
when you're
locked
locked in. You're like,
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I
And
yeah.
then you're like,
when they were
oh,
kissing,
shit.
I was
no,
like,
when they started,
yo, that's a callback to Spider-Man
Right,
1.
love the
right,
mask
yes.
roll up. Yep.
but
Love it.
also
Love the mask
that
roll
was,
Yeah, we love that.
that was
love
pretty
that.
funny. The screenshot you sent of your notes of the movie, there was 3 notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk
Two
about your
of them were
notes.
John Bernthal. It's pretty much the only
One
thing I can
was
think
John
about.
Bernthal looks cool. The next was Kiss. Why don't you read off
Yeah,
your
yeah,
notes?
notes.
Read off
We
your
have like
3
4
notes.
minutes left.
Read off your notes rapid fire.
I
All right,
did
rapid
like
fire.
John Bernthal.
Soundtrack, awesome. Rolling Up Mask, Kiss throwback. John Bernthal, he goes, John Bernthal, shooting Hulk, maximum funny. Power of bro handshake.
Yeah,
Those
there
are
we
my
go.
notes.
Those are good notes.
Good notes.
Those weren't like, yeah, usually, so I like to take
How
notes.
about
but
though if you didn't know like about the Punisher at all or anything,
Mm-hmm.
they really didn't introduce him.
No.
Or at all. Like
Nope.
Well,
be
he's
like-
been enough. He's been here though.
but he
That's
has
one
not.
of those things.
Yeah, like even if you watch the first 3 Spider-Man movies and you're like, I want to watch the 4th one now, like he's nowhere to be found at any of them.
That's one of those things, though, where it's like an extra treat if you've been paying attention. But if you haven't been paying attention, you can still follow
like, you
their
can't
friendship.
figure it out. You just talked about audiences
Because
being
their whole
smart enough to figure
their
shit
whole
out.
friendship happened off screen. Even like
They
you
ca-
didn't
and
miss
they-
anything.
And I just thought the audience were stupid.
Yeah,
you
Yeah.
didn't miss
Yeah, but
anything
I'm
though.
saying then they're stupid then.
Okay. so-
You didn't miss anything in terms of them becoming friends, though, which was crazy. That was all nothing that anyone's ever seen that
Right.
they've ever met.
Right.
So I feel like they did a good job of like. I'm glad that
That
they
is
didn't
their-
just meet. I'm
that's
actually
their
happy with
first-
that choice too.
Right. That's their first on-screen though interaction that
Yes,
they've had. Correct.
yes, and also the shot of the Punisher bringing like a almost dead Spider-Man into a hospital and him holding him in his arms. That's a shot straight out of the comics. It's like
Yeah.
one of the sickest comic book reels ever.
Yeah.
It's
So
like-
this seemed
I didn't
like
know that he could die from a bullet
Yeah, he can. I mean, he's not. He's
Yo-
like Captain America. Like he's not completely
before.
like Superman. He can get shot and die,
yes.
yeah,
but he's like enhanced. He's not invincible.
I would
Dark Peter. We got to talk about Dark Peter really quick.
Oh, I have-
when his eyes went black.
Yes, I have one
So
complaint.
badass.
I
So
know- I have
badass.
one question for you before I call it a complaint.
We've got like 3 minutes.
All right, before I call it a complaint, I guess I'll call it a question for you.
Okay.
How did he just at the end figure out how to control it?
I know. I feel like sometimes that's like a trope
Like,
that I
that
don't
was a
like in the
little
superhero movies when it's
too-
like. But I honestly liked this one. I feel like it worked so well. Like it's almost like the superpowers that the characters have, like coincide with like what's going on mentally with them.
The journey that they're taking.
like
throughout
the journey
movie.
that they're taking. So once he completely came to the realization that like he needs to balance being Peter Parker and Spider-Man in his life, like once he became like as mentally clear and like what's the word I'm looking for? Almost like his character arc becomes complete in the movie.
Yeah.
Like then he can control his powers. So I feel like sometimes like they just coincide and it can be really corny, but I liked the way that I felt like it worked in this movie.
Yeah. Talk about not wanting to watch trailers though. This trailer had a shot from beginning, middle, end.
I told you that
This trailer was tough.
That's the one that
And
got
I usually make fun of Tommy for not watching trailers, but they literally showed in like the beginning of him like looking through like the MIT Instagram reels.
Yeah.
And then they had the thing at the end of him coming to terms, like literally the end that
It's
you just described. That's
insane.
in the trailer.
Yeah.
Right.
That's crazy. That's in the trailer.
Right. But you don't know what it is. You don't have any context.
know what
for
it is, but, like,
so it's
I
not
feel
like
like
it
when you-
spoils anything. Like I wasn't
Yeah.
thinking, oh, here comes a trailer moment. Like you're not thinking.
It was
that
like
when you're
all
No,
of,
but
like, the
someone
really
for someone
big
that's
moments,
got
though.
any for people that have knowledge like you, or even not even as much as you, but if you kind of know what's going on, and you watch a trailer, like I'm sure for Doomsday, like you've already got plot. Like perfect example, I heard that going into this movie, the worst kept secret was Jean Grey was in it.
But no one knew. So
I
I
had
want to
no
talk about
idea.
theater reactions.
on.
My entire theater. I want to talk about Jean Grey for a second. My entire theater reactions. A guy literally audibly, when they reveal that it's Jean Grey, a guy literally audibly goes, "Oh yeah!" I swear to God, and like everybody in the theater was like, "Oh!" So like a ton of people bugged out when that reveal happened. It was a tricky secret that they had to keep because like it was very clear just from her casting. Like she's not in the trailers. You don't see her in the trailers.
It's dumb. Everyone knew it.
So like everyone obviously like if there were betting odds, like it was minus 500 that
Yeah.
she was Jean Grey, but
Minus
people still
5,000.
weren't. Minus 5,000.
Dude,
is
everyone
insane.
knew that she was in the movie.
No, but yeah, I'm not arguing that everyone knew that she was in the movie. I'm saying not
Do
everyone
you understand
knew
where
that she would be Jean Grey.
Where I get
Okay.
just a little bit though of like how like all these movies do use like a portion of the movie to just set up another movie.
Yeah, but
Like, you can see
that's
what's
what's the
That's-
beauty of
yeah,
Marvel.
that's Marvel,
what the
though.
No,
interconnectivity.
that's why we love it.
That
But-
makes it amazing. It's. I get that. I get what you're saying in terms of just like any random movie, but that's what makes Marvel amazing.
Yeah, and now, well, I guess I just want to see them like land the plane now consecutively on something that they've left hanging.
Yeah.
For like it just hasn't been done in a while is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like where to me if this was 10 years ago and again we got, but I would argue even no, I mean you don't think that there were some like earlier Infinity Saga movies that like those movies felt more complete, and then at the after credits would be like the real connection to the next like
Yeah, but I felt
overarching-
like this movie was complete. Like I felt like the Spider-Man movie was a complete movie. Like I really didn't feel like they were using so much of it to set other stuff up. Like I didn't like at the end I felt very satisfied with the ending that we got. I feel like it closed the loop on the story of this movie. And then they did like a minor set, like kind of a major setup in the post-credit scene with him just no one knowing where he is. I guess
I
he's on
thought
Battle World.
that-
Is that what that
guess.
means? People
like-
are saying it might be Miles Morales.
Yeah,
people are
people-
saying it
so-
might be Toby
Right.
in Battle World.
Right. It's like no one knows which Spider-Man it is or how the app
Battle
actually
World,
works.
it's like
Battle World is, well, I don't want to even say. So you'll see when Doomsday
Okay.
and Secret Wars, which are the next two movies coming out from
Also-
Marvel. There's nothing coming out in between.
No,
people are
I
like,
know.
oh, there's not a lot of lead up to Doomsday. What if it's What if it's the first Avengers? What if it's Age of Ultron? Why does it have to be Endgame?
See, that's a great point. See, someone said we need to
Because
stop looking at this
they-
first Avengers movie like Infinity War, and we need to start looking at it almost like the first Avengers movie
Yeah.
from the first
Like, I don't
phase,
get it why
which was an
people are like-
amazing movie, by the way.
People are just like, hey, why Endgame?
It's like it's not going to
Well,
feel
I
like
guess
Infinity War and
because
Endgame. It's
they-
going to feel like Avengers, and then
Well,
the last one's going to feel like almost like Endgame.
I think
Secret
the
Wars.
people are thinking of it as Infinity War and Endgame because of the way that they're marketing it, though. Like the way that they did the chairs. Remember that? It's just
Yes.
the amount of actors, the amount of characters, the amount of
Right, the scope and scale
personalities
is
and the
big with
scope and the
actors.
scale and the Russo brothers and bringing RDJ and Chris Evans back and
Right.
whatever script it was to bring him back and all this stuff. Like it can't just be like it's
But it's going to be amazing.
It's got to be no, but I feel like that's why people are thinking it should be Endgame type of scale.
No,
Like
it
when
will
you're
be.
It's
saying,
gonna be
I'm
big
saying
scale.
Secret
It's gonna
Wars
be
will
big
be.
scale,
you're
but
saying,
in
like,
terms of
why does
plot, I don't
everyone
think
have
it's gonna. No, I think in scale it's gonna be like Infinity War and Endgame, but in terms of plot, I don't think it's gonna be like like the end of this era is
I
over.
kind of think that they've just. I don't think they even. I don't know. I feel like they just haven't been prioritizing plot as much as like cameos and stuff in the past couple of years, where I want a solid plot in Doomsday. Like, I want like a story that
There's going to be an unbelievable story.
Like, I just don't know what, like right now, like I don't know what the story is, I guess. Like, I don't know what's going on.
That's why this is going to feel like Avengers. And it's still going to be, it's not a letdown that it's going to be Avengers. It's going to be Avengers on a scale. It's going to be this is what I'll say. It's going to be the same tone as the first Avengers movie, on a way more massive scale, because you have so much more moving parts in this
And
movie.
they have so much more money now.
But in terms of tone, people are unfamiliar with each other. You haven't seen any of the trailers. Thor showing up, he doesn't know any of these motherfuckers, and they're not pretending like they know each other.
Do you think that that's going to harm the movie, that like it might just be a lot of like...
no, because Avengers was amazing.
Like, wait, you're trying to fight him too? Like, so are we. Like, who are you? Like,
that's what it's going to be. It's going to be so complicated, because not everyone's. It's not going to be black and white. It's going to be very gray. Like, some people are going to be siding with Doctor Doom. Some people are going to be on a completely different side. Like, it's people from 3 different universes. So they're all going to be at odds with each other.
That's
going to be like Civil War almost on a bigger scale.
I assume that it's
like
going to be like Endgame. Remember in the beginning of Endgame when they fight Thanos and like they chop off his head?
Yeah.
I think Thor is going to like get in this little skirmish with Victor Von Doom, and he's going to be like, yo, this guy is insanely powerful.
Yeah.
And then there's going to be the incursions, and Fantastic Four is going to get there, and he's going to be like, who the hell are you guys? And Fantastic Four is going to be like, do I have something to tell you, sir? Because this guy is a problem.
Yeah.
And did you know, and at the end of Fantastic Four, the end credit scene, he gets, what's the kid's name?
Franklin Richards.
Franklin Richards. So like that was a like
I didn't
people are
see
like
him.
there's no build
Well, I
up.
didn't
There's
see
no
it.
build up.
I didn't see
That
him.
was a build up.
I didn't see him kidnap him. I thought he was just talking to him.
Yeah, no one knows yet what that was, but he's chatting with him.
He's
And
at least
Franklin
chatting.
Richards.
He is chatting.
We see his power. He brought somebody back to life. So I'm not going to spoil anything about him, because I know a lot about him.
I know like he's supposed to be like this very, very powerful.
I mean, you can see that he brought his mom back to life as a baby.
Yeah.
So he's got some shit.
We can find Tony Stark's corpse somewhere.
Right.
Maybe.
Right. Who
Maybe.
knows?
Maybe.
You should write the next Marvel movie.
Me?
Yeah.
From that one statement.
Yeah.
I mean...
But overall, brand new day. I think it.
I said last time it was going to be between a 7.5 and 8.3, and 8.3 is going to be the height, and it's an 8.2 right now on IMDb. So
I think
your boy
that's
is right again, like usual.
If I'm giving an IMDb ranking, what's your IMDb ranking?
If I were to give it an IMDb ranking, I'd give it a 8. Wow. 7.9, 8, something like that.
I was gonna say. I'm leaning like 8.3, 8.4.
That's crazy.
That's high.
And I
8.4 is
also
high.
want to say that I sat and thought about this for about 3 days.
Like, this isn't TV.
It's
IMDb.
You're just going to be like, what, a 7.6, 7.7, something like
I
that?
was thinking more of like a 7.8.
Yeah,
7.7.
so we're all right.
We're all there.
So it's literally like, you always say everything's really amazing for Marvel. You gave it an 8.4. I am in between you guys. I gave it an 8, and he gave it a 7.8.
Right.